There's a tension in my heart, all right? And I talked about it in my prior video, but one of the things that I want is I want to be defined by love. I want that to be like a super big part of the character. I know, cheesy, whatever, doesn't really fit my aesthetic, but that's kind of like a meme that I'm going for. But the problem, there's a couple problems with it, is like, one, my heart is at tension because my natural aesthetic and what I like to do, what I want to do, is I love to fight. I just love it. In every interpersonal encounter, I just love fighting. And like I mentioned in my last video, like if you're a boxer and you're fighting in a boxing ring, there's no problem. But you really shouldn't be picking fights with random people. It's something I've been thinking about recently. Because it's something I absolutely am going to do if I'm in any remotely political space. Is I'm just going to pick random people and I'm just going to start fighting them. And the internet's basically town square, and you probably shouldn't be doing that. So I'm going to try to be a lot more deliberate about the fights that I pick and about how vicious I am in the call. This is a trend over the course of the past 10 years is the mellowing out trend, okay? Is that we love to embrace the viciousness, but we're gonna have to put it aside one day, okay? Unless people really want to go at it, in which case I'm more than happy to put my old gloves back on. So that's one thing. And then the other thing that's kind of that I'm thinking about is like if you're thinking about expressing your fight, right? Like where are places you can practice that, where you can manifest that, where you can go at it, right? And it's like everyone's always thinking about politics or talking about politics. It's easy to fight about politics. It's easy to fight about other stuff. It's easy to, puff your chest out in when you're doing jokes, when you're doing bits, like in comedic environments. It's like, haha, I'm the best. No, haha, I'm the best. Whatever it is. Like there's like boasting. There's all these different ways that you can manifest that. That kind of spirit of contest and challenge and championship in sports and games and everything you do. Like there's just ways you could do this. It's just constant, permanent part of the culture. It's like embedded, right? This is almost zooming out and looking at the culture, and it's like, where do we have a space to express what should be the best parts of ourselves, which we should be most proud of, is honor and spirituality and goodness and kindness and gentleness. And it's like in our interpersonal relationships, which are private and nobody's allowed to fucking see, right? Like Gerald, not in front of the company, right? So in private, in our interpersonal conflicts with loved ones specifically, maybe family. Okay, where else can we express? Kids is a really good one, okay? But like you can see, I'm starting to draw blanks already, and we're like 2 feet in, right? Like where in what context can I walk over to someone and say like, we're all a slither of divinity, we're all sacks of meat, everything in between doesn't really matter, or these kinds of things. Where do we talk about this? Where do we express this? In what context does that come up? And it's like it just doesn't. Like there's just no context. You need to go pretty out of your way to find an open social group, right, where that's going to be a thing that comes up, or you can just insert it into your personal YouTube video channels. But like it's just not something we express in the culture, right? It's not part of the culture. And I don't think this is a thing, right? When we talk about the death of spirituality in America and like the failing of religion, right? We threw the baby out with the bathwater. Like this is like, we talk about this all the time in these videos. But I think this is one of the biggest, by far, one of the biggest things that we lose, right? Because in a religious context, in a spiritual context, what are the sort of things that you're like expected to do? It'd be weird if you didn't do these things. Is like go to someone who is older than you and seek guidance, like explicitly, like, hey, I'm having this problem. I don't know what to do. I don't know what God would want me to do, or what my father would want me to do, or what my king would want me to do, or what my priest would want me to do. Like I don't know what anyone wants me to do, and I don't know like how to weigh these things and how to balance them against each other. And these are the decisions we all have to make eventually. And let me actually go to someone in my community and talk to them about that. Like I'm pretty sure that's a thing in like most of these cultures. Pretty sure it's like a thing. And then if not that, you're at least going once a week, and like you sit there for a fucking hour and you're listening to this kind of stuff, like this parable about this person who had this conflict and he went through it, and here's the decision he made. And then you can talk to your friend afterwards from your community group, and you can talk about the parable, you can talk about the lesson, you can talk about the story. Like every week you're doing that. That's crazy, right? That's like a big part of the culture, and it's just completely missing, completely and utterly missing. So it's a hard problem, right? Like, so I'll keep brainstorming ways to come up with it. For now, we'll sprinkle in whenever we can think about one of these. We'll sprinkle it into the videos, but there's got to be a more widely applicable solution to this, because it's a little spooky, right? That we like, doesn't it imply imply something really bad about your society if you have no way to pass virtue on to your next generation? Like, there's probably something not good happening. I think it's probably one of the many causes of the nihilistic vortex that we find ourselves in, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe someone will figure it out.